Hello, what's going on, people?
We back like we never left.
Okay, yes.
Okay, with a new co-host too.
Oh, come on.
Rick. New co-host, who this? Okay, what's going on, people? What was that, Joel?
Oh, you know, that was my little. We in there.
Okay. Let me know. Well, what's up, everybody? I am Bernice McFarland. I'm the founder executive director of the Mahogany Project, also known as V Fierce. These are my other co-hosts. They're gonna introduce. I guess we've been gone so long, child. They forgot how to introduce themselves.
I don't know. I'm just waiting. This always ladies first with me.
Oh, I'll go next. It's your man's first choice, aka Joelle Bea Usori, aka Boss Lady. I'm just so happy to be back.
And I'm Marnina the Queen.
Yes.
I'm Adonis, the same dude, the main dude, never the lame dude, also known as your daddy's beneficiary, and we are big.
Okay, you daddy's beneficiary.
I'm calling the police.
Oh, we are back. Even though we talk all the time, I don't think the people really realize. First of all, let the people know that we ain't had no issue, no shake up behind the scenes, because we talk damn near talk weekly.
Period.
We really do. Daily.
We just been on CP time. We've been saying we coming back, and we just been on CP time.
Right. Even talk daily. Even I would even say, "Oh, we talk weekly." I would understand.
Yeah, it's definitely more along the lines of daily.
I would
chat popping.
Some of y'all may or may not be the topic. Nevertheless, we back, people. What's going on?
What? It's been so long.
No, that was not Zuri. That was somebody in the background, child. That was somebody that hit when I said, "Ooh, that may be the topic." That wasn't Zuri.
So what's new with everybody?
With me, I got Zuri.
Hey, Zuri.
Hey, Zuri.
I got Zuri. What else is new? My birthday was yesterday. I turned 33.
Ooh.
And your party was lit.
It was. Listen, the party was fun. My daddy even said he had a good time. And my daddy, he doesn't really come to stuff that I have that often. My dad is getting more comfortable with like being around more queer people and gay people and things as a whole. And so for my daddy to be like, "Oh my God, he had a good time," that was like, okay, my daddy had a good time. Somebody may or may not started breakdancing on the floor.
Oh.
Who was breakdancing? I mean, I know I was throwing ass, but who was breakdancing?
You broke out in a whole breakdances.
I was throwing ass.
Yes, fist around, all of that, girl.
I was unaware that it was a family affair.
It was definitely it was a family affair because we all are like family. It was very much so that, but it was also very much so get your life because I was good and drunk.
Oh yeah, within the first hour, I was lit. Definitely.
I'm definitely in my feelings because I was at work in Birmingham and couldn't come. Definitely in my feelings about it.
Oh, you missed the part.
I seen all the pictures. I was like, oh my God, I know they had so much fun.
Listen, we had to the point where I paid for the building for like an extra hour, paid for the DJ to stay longer. Like, so much fun. It was so much fun.
We were singing. I lost my voice. We were singing so much. It was so fun. It was so much fun.
We done had like a lot of stuff. Well, Marnina, baby, she, mama is monetized on TikTok. Talk about that.
So I recently got monetized on TikTok. Follow me at Marnina the Queen. And a lot of my TikToks really revolve around body positivity and HIV awareness and activism stuff. And people are really engaging in my content. They're asking lots of questions. And folks really want to know more about HIV. I'm really shocked about how much knowledge is not known around HIV and AIDS. And I guess if I wasn't a person living with HIV, I probably wouldn't know that much about HIV. So I am glad that I'm on that platform doing that. And it's been lots of new folks that are newly diagnosed reaching out to me, asking me questions on TikTok or, confiding in me. And I'm just happy that I could be a resource for them. So yeah, and I got a new job.
Yes.
And I love it.
Period.
I'm a blonde now. I'm a blonde. Shit, y'all see my set? I need to change it up. I finally got my list. I finally broke out of me being so scared. This is my birthday gift. This camera. I have been so hesitant to use it because I ain't gonna lie, your boy's intimidated. However, new content will be up on Tales from the Crib on YouTube tomorrow. Okay. And I'm trying to see what it's. You know what? I will let y'all know I did get a new job opportunity, and once the offer is accepted, I will let y'all know in a group chat first before I put it up there like this.
Right, but you changed. Joe was more than a bitch change.
I'm a millennial.
But blame it on that if you want to.
I'm a millennial.
We all got new jobs. I got a new job.
Oh yeah, you did.
Well, I don't have a new. Well, I had a contracting job that was new. I may have a new job. I have an interview on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Bernice, not only was your birthday during our hiatus, Adonis, your birthday was during the hiatus too.
Oh my God, it was. I turned the big 3-0.
Bitch.
I turned the big 3-0. Plus,
Okay, so
bitch, we had fun. That's who we was lit.
We was lit, and my ex, I got spotted by my ex and his wife. I almost got caught up. Yes.
All about
no. We got this to run past.
I found out later.
Because we not this to run past this. Because I just turned 33, but Adonis put on his stuff that he my big cousin, okay? But he just turned 30.
Yeah, metaphorically speaking, I also know that I'm Nigerian, so I got documentation to back up whatever I need. Mm-hmm.
I'm just out on people. Hold on. What my fault?
Yeah. Oh yeah, so we did have a shout out. Crystal did surprise me. You guys came through. Frank, what was you at? I forgot all about that. Where were you at?
When?
At the birthday party.
I think I was out of town.
Back in April. Yeah, we had fun. Yeah, you know what? We need to.
Yep, I was out of town. I was in Las Vegas.
Okay. So yeah, we all in age since then. Joel and Monique's birthday coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Joel, you're a Scorpio. Monina, what's your sign?
Sagittarius.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. We good people.
Yeah.
We a little thoughts, but we good people.
I don't trust none of them.
I'm gonna need for all four of us to be in the building at the same time because it's always one of us missing.
I know that's true.
Shaking my head.
We gotta make it happen. We gotta make it happen. So everybody who's tuning in, like, what's up? I haven't, because some of y'all I see out and about, and y'all definitely let us know that y'all miss the show, y'all love the show. But what's on y'all mind? Everybody like who's watching. Y'all.
Because I know, because come on, if y'all have not shared a live, child, it's only one person in here watching. I can't believe that, child. We know we have a nice amount of people here, okay?
The people been missing us. They've been thinking that we've been coming back every other week because we've been saying we coming back.
I did know about it. Did they be like, oh, they never show up? I bet.
But we here. Listen, we here.
Okay, we getting prepared for a lot of amazing things. We got, we got some amazing new programming coming. We got new coinage coming. We got what else? We said what else we've been up to. I may or may not be in a Netflix documentary coming out. I may or may not be on an album that's gonna be submitted to the Grammys. So those are a few things that may or may not be in the works.
We're not gonna run past this documentary, child. What is that about?
Thank you.
So, like I said, I may or may not be in a documentary. If you have Netflix, all I can tell you is keep your bill current. I may or may not be on your TV screen. Okay, like they said, I'm bad. Don't think you know me because you saw me on MTV. No. No. Yeah, so that may be going on. What else? Black Trans Empowerment Week is around the corner.
Mhm.
It is.
Coming up. That's always an exciting time of the
In
year.
3 months. In less than 3 months.
Less than 3 months. We're going to be dropping the fall version of the Body Beautiful campaign. That's going to be coming up.
Are we looking for models for the Body Beautiful, the second version?
So no, we already have the photos for the fall version for this year. And next year we're looking to actually partner with an organization to do a little bit more focused shoot around the Body Beautiful. So that's going to be our idea for 2022. So people look out for that. Did I miss something? Oh, we looking for an intern. So if you, your homeboy, your sister, friend's cousin Tracy, is looking for an internship or whatever, tell them hit us up a style because we got internships. We can provide college credit hours and all of that for your services. And you want to say anything, Siri?
She looks so happy to be here.
Child, this dog is a character, child. If I was like, let her go talking to y'all, not paying her no attention, that's not gonna work for her. So she gotta come and be on the camera. I'm gonna see if I can, while we monetizing stuff, since she always want to be in front of a camera, child. Let me see if I can get a coin or two out of this.
Okay.
Speaking of which, we need to do something. Well, that's it for me, but we can definitely do something. Oh, we already missed National Dog Day, but we can do a Throwback Thursday because a lot of us have dogs or pets and post them.
I got a cat, so I'm out of that one.
I got a few niggas.
Does that count?
I got a few niggas I can post.
Like I have some niggas I could post that are dogs.
That part.
I like me out.
But these studs are dogs too. Don't forget them. They dogs too.
I got a few I can post.
It ain't just to them, no, they that'll be around the world. Yeah, so baby,
trust me, I can't find my baby.
Terrible.
I just pose every walk and like every identity. Speaking of them, Lord.
No, talk about it.
Oh, no. I was gonna share some information from that group about something, but yeah.
Oh yeah, because we only supposed to know that. Only a few of us. Don't do
right.
that. Don't do that.
But can I share this live in the group that I'm a part of?
Yeah, sure. Share it all of the groups that we're in part of. Let's get to drive these numbers up before we start getting into these hot and current topics and things.
Like the Bootyfacials, they all y'all done got.
Wait, don't not y'all. I got a face.
Don't say y'all now.
Wow.
Everybody got a booty facial.
I thought that I was the only one that didn't get it.
I ain't get it.
No,
I do want a vajacial though. I do want one of them.
I got a microdermabrasion from Mike. At therapeutic. Wait, what's it called again?
What you got a microdermabrasion? What you got microdermabrasion?
That's my face.
You can get a lot of things microdermabrasion. I just wanted to be clear.
My face. I'm not opposed. Listen,
I'm with you, Marnina.
We get between now until next week, if we get 100 likes to the Mahogany Project page, I'll go live I'll record my Bootyfacial just for that. We reached that, so it got to be 100. That's it. Within a week, we got to get to 100. What? 100 likes on the Mahogany Project page. We over 100. We got new likes. 100 new likes on the Mahogany Project page, and you're gonna record getting a booty facial. Here's my booty facial. My God. Yeah. I guess hey, at this point, anything to get likes, baby.
Let me go buy some lights real quick.
Okay, you can go buy. Next thing you know, somebody gonna buy us 1,000 likes. They gonna be like, damn, we just needed 100.
So listen, y'all got until next Tuesday. What time? Oh, I'm looking at my phone. At 8:00 p.m. CST.
Okay, we got 4 people tuning in right now. They gonna like to pay 5. Okay, they can see you go.
A man of my word, so
we better get to them hot topics so they can like this page up.
Okay.
But I did get the booty facial. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very, very personable.
Look at Zuri's face while you talking about it. Zuri just looking like
it was very personable. And I know the man was I was like, so do you have to take your bottoms off? And so the man was like, so you gonna get
wait, you or him?
Me, I was like, so do I have to take my bottoms off? Like, he was like, well, how else is you gonna get it? Like, I mean, it was a very, serious question, and it was a very serious answer. Both of them were very valid.
Yeah, like how you do it? You want him to pull it to the side and then microblade you pull it some more to the side?
I mean, he did that anyway.
So you didn't strip down?
No, I wore one of the Carter wear nude tone thongs.
No, we're not promoting anybody that's not collaborating with us. So. All right.
The who?
So
somebody.
I said it in the chat. I wore a nude colored thong and just and got it like that. It was very interesting though, because it was like while he was doing it, it was like his partner was there, and it's like his husband is literally playing in your ass while you are like literally having a full conversation with the other one. And so it was interesting and awkward at the same time. Huh?
Oh, it's given threesome.
It was very interesting and awkward. And then y'all, not in a bad way, but then they was like, oh, when we do fans only, it was like, is there a camera in here?
What's the fans only? I just want to do research.
Oh, I didn't ask them that. I didn't ask the people.
It's OnlyFans, y'all.
Whatever, girl. Let the girls know, bitch. I don't watch, okay? Because I don't even know what it's called, okay? But yeah, that was not in a bad way, but it was just like okay. But I thought it was very interesting. Then he was like, get in doggy style, and I didn't hear what he said, so bitch, I had to ask him again. You said do what? And he was like, get in doggy style, and so yeah. Oh, sorry, Zuri, you want to get down? And so I had to do.
Very like this is making me uncomfortable.
So I had to do that, so he can really, do the whole circumference, and that was very interesting. Like I said, it was a very personable process. I didn't get, and then so I'd be very nervous about that because child, you be going to places like that, they don't be having them heavy duty tables, for the big girls. They just be having a standard table, bitch. And you telling me to get in doggy style on this table, bitch. Now I got to worry about am I gonna break your table? And if I break it, you're gonna be trying to charge me for it. But you the one telling me getting the doggy style on this motherfucker, okay?
Doggy style? Now I'm stuck on the doggy style.
And y'all, so
go ahead and book your session, Joelle. Go ahead and book your session.
I didn't know that they had luxury booty facials as well. Had I known they had luxury booty facials, I probably would have got the luxury one. But I've
never gotten a massage before. I feel like it's very personal, and if somebody or a man is gonna touch on me, I need you to touch on me, and I'm gonna touch on you.
That's what you would have done and said. Y'all was the one letting me know. That's why the men don't be calling me back, because I really be inviting them over here to play games and watch movies.
Oh.
Cookie.
And
watch what movies on Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remember on the table then, so we're gonna remember that Vernie said this. So when we play it back, ain't gonna be no wait y'all.
So you did say that. Y'all said that they be calling y'all over time, but y'all gonna watch the movie knowing damn well they ain't calling you over here to watch the movie. But I'm really a person that be calling them over here to watch movies. But then again, that's why they not calling me back.
Well, see, I don't go anywhere. I need them to come over here because I have weapons stored around my house, like Home Alone, Kill Bill, just in case, if something goes down, I could be like, hi, yeah, and hit this, and then a weapon fly out.
And then my house is very comfortable. Their house don't be comfortable. Their couches be mismatched from the bed spread.
They don't have no bed sometimes.
And I wish I could even say gay men are different, but now I can't. I can just say just certain gay men are different. Because me, babe, I got a...
And then he would freeze, so he ain't no
I had another group chat calling me.
Oh, okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, babe. Yeah.
Go ahead.
But anyway, I know I said, because it ain't just. I want to say gay men were different. However, they not. I like
to entertain my intimate partners at my place because my place is made for sex. So I mean, the bed, the couch, the porch.
My place ain't made for that. My place is made for watching movies and television and playing games.
If you have
but the couch is wraparound.
Okay.
That's because I like to be comfortable, and I like the little portion of the section that you can sink into.
And the patio furniture comfortable too, so
sink into.
I don't even have that kind of patio furniture. I got a couple chairs now.
I need one.
All right, child.
All right.
Now y'all reaching and just doing and saying anything.
All right. Let's get all this. Let's get on on these hot topics. Oh wow, let's go to these hot topics.
Yeah, come on, Adonis, with your section.
Oh, it's my turn, right? Oh, my bad. Okay.
Y'all just be doing anything. Come on here.
Oh, we already talked about the Bootyfacial. Shouts out to therapeutic massages. Holla at my boy Mike.
I thought you said we weren't doing nobody that was.
Well, so Mike wanted to do
I'm just playing. All
right. So next.
But I am gonna get me one of them. Try me one of them luxury Bootyfacials.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna go.
And they are pansexual as well.
They are pansexual.
Marnita, do you have some tips?
They are pansexual polyamorous. They are. With an OnlyFans.
The only person I want touching me is my man or person or lover or significant other.
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't mind. Listen, let me tell you something.
I don't want nobody touching me but God.
Oh.
But the Bootyfacial people touched you.
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Okay. They did touch me so much so that I want to go back and get another one.
Oh. I want to see that Yelp review.
Come on, a Yelp review.
So we're gonna switch it up. Let's talk about, let me see, the ban of OnlyFans content on OnlyFans only to be unbanned. How y'all feel about that?
Well, first of all, you for OnlyFans.
They did unban. They unbanned it, and maybe like a week and a half later, they unbanned it. I thought it was going great. Twitter had got better again.
What? My Twitter.
Well, I think it's inevitable. I think that I think it's gonna still come back anyway. Because at the end of the day, this is an attack on sex workers, which is an attack on marginalized persons. And we saw it with Craigslist, we saw it with Backpage, we saw it with Tumblr. They are going to come after the sex workers, like definitely. It's just they unbanned it now, but it's going to come back because they're going to still have the same problems.
But let me tell you this. With all of that, I can say this. Listen, that sex work is the oldest form of work. I mean, prostitution is the oldest form of work. Like, it's been here before we was here, before our parents, grandparents, great.
From what I hear, the dinosaurs were selling pussy, but go ahead.
So my thing is, even if OnlyFans, which it wouldn't be a smart move for them to do, their loss is gonna be somebody else's gain. Because let me tell you something. People like to see pink parts, orifices. They want to see them touch, rub, caressed, and all that. So That loss will be somebody else's gain. So I just say be mindful.
But now.
I feel like I should have been taking notes of that. People like them to do what now?
Orifices. Touchdown.
Send me that in a text message. I need to just research.
So for the first time, I don't have the worst connection on the line.
I don't know what's going on.
For the first time ever.
Sorry, let me switch back on my Wi-Fi.
If I got all this stuff hooked up, baby, I'll connect some of that biz. No, I mean, honestly and truthfully, like Joel said, it was inevitable that first of all that we knew that in some way that it was going to be banned, or in the future that in some way or capacity it will be restricted. But that's why people are encouraged to do things like T.S. Madison and be your own boss, bitch, and be your entrepreneur, bitch. Excuse me. It's nothing to build a website, girl. You can buy a domain for $10 a year, girl, and build the website with all your explicit content and sell it just like OnlyFans, and then recoup all of it because you don't have to pay a middle person, which is what
I think the problem. This is I think the problem with social media and any type of platform like that is they get rich off of marginalized communities. They get rich off of Black people. They get rich off of queer LGBTQIA persons. They get rich off of trans persons. They get rich off of TGNCMB persons. And then when they're done, and at the first sign that their money is going to be challenged, they drop it. Or they find a way to tax us, or find a way to shift the funds. But that's always the issue. I mean, even look at like TikTok with the Black TikTokers who protested because they weren't, while they were the ones that were creating the TikTok trends and making TikTok big, they weren't getting paid for it. So, I mean, I feel like we see this time and time again, but it's like you said, Bernice, it's one of those things where until we create our own platforms, we're at the mercy of these other platforms.
Right. And just to double down on what Joel said, it's interesting that when Black folks start getting money off of social media and start learning about things like, Forex or Bitcoin or TikTok, YouTube, when Black folks start learning how to use those properly and how to monetize and how to gain followers and funding, that's when these companies shut all of it down. Because on TikTok, a lot of Black creators were getting money. They were getting the followers. And now you see they're banning folks, or they're silencing their videos for little to nothing. Or now you can't cuss on there. Now you can't do like any explicit moves. And it's like, well, what is it for if that's what I was doing in the beginning? And so I think it's an injustice that they're doing to Black and brown folks, because we do set the trends. We do make them moves and make them big. I mean, Sukiyana made $1 million off of OnlyFans.
Hey, good Suki with the good pussy.
Period. And now they're banning it. It's just ridiculous.
I don't know who that person is, but okay.
You don't know who Suki with the good coochie is?
I do not, girl. Shout out to Suki, though, bitch.
Yes, I'm 5'5", but my throat 6'6".
Hey.
She's talking about Suki Ganache, bitch. I don't know. Or Suki O'Hara, bitch. I don't know these people.
Suki says she need a black ass nigga like Boosie bad, even though I fucking can't stand him. But still.
Oh, that's a good good segue to homophobia in hip hop.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Let me pour another drink for that.
While you pour it, I'm gonna take a strong gulp.
Let me take one too.
Okay, for the homophobia in hip hop. And so that's how you gotta go into it. So it's been a lot.
A whole lot.
And it's been quite overwhelming.
So everybody has been talking about the baby. I mean, they done talked the baby until the baby is the adult now. But I think that no one has talked about hip hop's how they're all rallying behind the baby. No one talks about that. No one talks about how these other popular hip hop artists, they're either silent or they are openly supporting him. Like artists like Boosie Roach looking ass, artists like T.I. Hotep ass, artists like Pretty Pleasure P, non having a single ass. I mean, nobody talks about like how
Hernandez,
Jocelyn, and she just really let me down. That cokehead, she really let me down.
Allegedly.
I think it's the connection or is it me?
It's most definitely both of them. It appears to be both of them. No, I agree. I think a multitude of things, right? So there was a book that came out a while ago, like maybe in the early 2000s, late 90s, called Hiding in Hip Hop, which was about the homophobia hidden within hip hop and how some of these same people who you would see at some of these parties and have some of these explicit songs and videos and things like that are also some of these people at some of these industry parties that flip the script within their sexuality or the spectrum in which they would exist in and on sexuality, right? And so I think it's interesting that we can take. And we have also always seen this siphoning of people culture, right? And that, other groups have taken and used. And so in hip hop, there's a lot of queer culture that exists, a lot of verbiage, a lot of language, a lot of fashion trends, including even some of the people who style people, do makeup, do the hair, do a lot of the things around that, or inherently a lot of queer people, trans people, all of these things. And it's just crazy how within there is also this hatred for them. But I also have seen things where people say, well, I dislike gay people, I don't like gay people, but I'm okay with you because of X, Y, and Z, in a attempts to justify their homophobia or bigotry within said community, right? And so the thing is, irregardless of you feeling this way and not feeling this way about me, a bigot is still a bigot is a bigot. Okay, like someone who's homophobic, it's homophobic. Just because like you go around, you like me, but you say homophobic shit about everybody else, that don't mean that you're not homophobic. That and who's to say that you don't say shit about me behind my back or when I'm not present? And so those are the things that make you homophobic. For me, I think in the biggest issue, the two biggest issues for me within this whole thing is that, one, do y'all watch The Simpsons? Or when y'all was little, did y'all used to watch The Simpsons? Mm-hmm. And it was that on The Simpsons that I used to cry and say, please think of the children. That was like always her thing. Like that's what people in hip hop community, that's what they give me. Oh God, please think of the children. While at the same time saying fuck the children and they mama, because they also telling you how they gonna slut their mama out. They mama gonna suck their dick and they gonna fuck their homeboy and they gonna pass her off and all of this. Okay, follow me. And then I also the fact that a lot of this is masked as this is my opinion. This is my opinion. And it's okay for me to say this and believe this because this is my opinion. However, none of the things that are being said or stated are not opinions. They're not. It's blatant hatred. Mm-hmm. Masked as an opinion. And it's not an opinion.
Yeah. It's true.
My thing is that if this was a white person, if the situation was flipped, and it was white people giving their opinions about black people. Oh my God. I mean, I would see black men falling out in the fucking street. Falling out like they got the Holy Ghost. I mean, the cishet black men would be, they would be in tears falling out. It just, if a white person were to say, well, this is my opinion, and I feel like this is how I feel about y'all. And it kills me because they really, and then as soon as we try to make a correlation, them niggas be dumbfounded. and they be baffled.
Yeah, cishet men have really disgusted me a lot, especially throughout this conversation. So I guess my TikTok kind of blurred the third lines when it comes to that, due to the fact that I do talk about HIV on my platform, and then on top of that, you had the recent stuff with the baby. And so I had folks coming over to my TikTok, like cishet black men, talking about my weight, talking about my status, talking about nobody, they wouldn't date me. Yes, I've had to block. Yes, I've had to block so many cishet black men. And one thing that's really disgusting to me, and what they don't understand, is you cannot be pro-black and be homophobic and be transphobic and be fatphobic. Like, if you're pro-black, you're for all black people, regardless of how they show up in this world.
Right.
And so I think as black queer folks, we have to do a better job of telling people, you are not going to tokenize me. Like with Carisha and what's that boy name? Oh my God, why is his name leaving me right now? Santana. So with Carisha and Santana needs to tell her, you cannot tokenize me as your gay friend. You cannot say that you are cool with me being gay, but if your son's gay, you're gonna whoop his ass when he grows up to be gay. Right. You can no longer be friends with those people. You have to tell them, and people always say that cancel culture should not exist. We have to start holding people accountable, especially celebrities. And celebrities, especially black celebrities, hold a big weight in our community because they dictate politics, they dictate culture, they dictate fashion, the way in which we move in this world as black people. And honestly, let's be really real. You ain't cool unless a black queer man say that you cool, or a black trans woman say you cool, or a black queer woman say you cool. Like, we dictate culture. And so we have to start holding these folks accountable. No, you are not cool. And yes, you are canceled until you can see the error of your ways, until you can, stop being so homophobic and using that rhetoric. Because folks like Boosie have been doing this for decades. And now it's to the point where he is sexualizing not only his own children by buying prostitutes for his male children that are underage, but he's also sexualizing trans girls, little trans girls, with Dwayne Wade talking about don't cut his penis off, man. Who was talking about children's genitalia but you? And so we have to start holding these people accountable and saying, you cannot do this type of stuff. And I will not listen to your music. I will not play your songs at my club because it's getting really weird out here.
You know what? It's funny because if Boosie was a white artist doing this same shit, he would have been canceled.
Mm-hmm. Easily understood it.
Would have been completely canceled. Not having no fucking raggedy ass Bootsy badass parking lot, backyard, whatever slam he done had. White people would have canceled him because they don't fucking play that. But it's like niggas consistently are like, well, that's his opinion and he's funny. And like it's just like it gets on my last nerves. And like cancel culture, I feel like one, it doesn't work because people always end up slithering back anyway. But it's more of, no, people do need to be held accountable. Take their motherfucking money. Take their opportunities. They need to understand that it is weight to what they say. And not just that, but understand, like, they need to understand what they're saying. Not just simply, oh, fuck, they fucking up my money, so I got to recant. No, you need to understand what you're saying. It's not just about the coins. It's about the message.
And I think the baby wasn't. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, I'm here for both of it. I'm here for canceling you. I'm here for calling you out. I'm here for calling you accountable, because I think that becomes the issue, right? When we say, we calling you out to say what the fuck you did is wrong. And then when motherfuckers are calling you out and saying what you did was wrong, everybody, oh, here come all the woke people, here come this, here come that. So then it makes you as a person of influence feel like you shouldn't be held accountable, because you start to look at the motherfuckers who start to say that you was okay or valid in what it is that you did versus the people who are telling you that they harmed you, right? And then so because I tried to call you in, tried to hold you accountable. So now I don't have a choice but to cancel your ass. because everything else that I done tried to do, it ain't work. So I think we can accept all of these things at once. I think I can hold you accountable. I think I can call you out. I think I can hold you accountable if need be. I can most definitely cancel your ass too.
I agree.
I definitely think that there needs to. Listen, let me tell you something. And I know we're not talking about this right now. I know we didn't even discuss how we may feel about this, but even some of the things that recently, even with Sha'Carri Richardson, I feel as though that us as millennials, before like, let's say maybe 93, like we just have a different outlook on things as far as how we deal with the elders. I'm going to say this. I'm gonna bring it back. When I got my first speeding ticket, I went to court.
Wait, you got your speeding ticket when you went to court?
No, when I went to court for my first speeding ticket.
Okay. Because
it was something in regards to, because there was this myth, hearsay in Texas that as long as you go, if the speed limit 35, you can go. As long as you don't go 38, you'll be good or whatnot, which was incorrect at the time, incorrect now. And I told the judge, well, I didn't know. And the ignorance of the law is an excuse to break the law. And I was like, oh, it hit me, because I was like, you know what? It is my responsibility, whether I choose to or not, research that may be appropriate against the law. So I say all that to say, I think most of the time, this is coming from even a parent point of view, I think there's different ways to discipline different children. This is coming from the middle child, right? Certain things that may have worked for my older siblings didn't work for me. And then some things that worked for me didn't work for my younger siblings. But it was time out, being grounded. I was a motherfucker. Give me that ass whooping. That's fine. But when you ground me, or if you lectured me, baby, my whole world was over with. Because number one, my ADHD, the way it's set up, baby, you come trying to get me to sit still and talk to me, my world is like, oh my God. Or if I had to go in the corner and I couldn't do anything, I'm going crazy. But the ass whooping didn't really bother me. So my thing is, I think there's different levels of discipline people, but I do think everyone should be responsible for their actions, because we know that they all have consequences. I think overall, and this is just me, when you affect somebody's money, you get the act right out of them. Whether it is authentic or not, baby, you playing with my money, I'm going to act right, okay? Even if I really don't want to, I'm going to act right while I'm taking the space with you. However, whether it really works, how will we ever know? But I definitely think accountability culture is needed, because we've got a lot of space. A lot of people, even though, you know, we still dealing with people say ignorant stuff on social media all the time, a lot of people scared of saying they'll say, you know, the alphabet mafia gonna get you. And growing up, it wasn't a world like that. I never heard of people being scared to monitor what they may say about queer people because of what may happen. So I think it has its place. I do believe in redemption culture, depending on what the situation may be.
That actually, so we're talking about accountability. So that actually is a definitely good segue into our next hot topic, which is the Craig Fagan, the whole thing surrounding him and his sexual allegations or sexual assault allegations, rape allegations, the whole hashtag fuck Craig Fagan campaign that's going on Instagram. But basically the highlights or the key points of it is that Craig Fagan is a Houston-based, I almost want to say world-renowned photographer now, who, I mean, he's worked with brands like American Apparel. He's worked with all sorts of artists, music artists, Solange, Megan Thee Stallion, and he has recently been accused of rape and sexual assault by multiple women. It's a multitude of women. So much so that there is a social media campaign that's the Fuck Craig Fagan social media campaign that is talking about him being a sexual predator and literally attacking and going after women, going after young women as young as high school. And I definitely want to talk to just the group about just this, when we're talking about just accountability culture and cancel culture, and how not just music artists, but it just seems like it's just anyone that's in that sphere that's a Black artist or Black creative. It's almost like they're all protected in a sense, because it's like no one has spoke out about the Craig Fagan thing. No artist has. No, it's it's almost the same as R. Kelly.
Even the picture up, I'll say, but even the artist who he was in the picture with didn't say nothing about it. They tagged her.
Right, and I think it's interesting because, like we're saying, nobody's saying nothing about this, and they're like, this is well known within the community, within the industry. A lot of people know about this. People have been victims of this or experienced this, and it's just nobody is being. It's like talking about nothing. Two things, like you said. One, I think this is very reminiscent of what's going on and what has went on with R. Kelly, and how celebrities and people within this limelight and have some type of influence is shielded from these things. And it's like, we know about it, it's said, but then it's like we wait for years to actually really do something about it. Because what is it? The person's celebrity? Is it their class? Is it because they have money? Is it because we fear them? What is it? I can't really put a finger on it, but I know, like you said, a lot of this really do resembles what we have saw and heard about R. Kelly. And I mean, I think this is a great opportunity for people within the community and within the culture to stand up, because we talk about Black lives and protecting Black women and things like that, and especially with please, what about the children? Like, well, hell, we said Craig Fagan is messing with teenagers as young as teenagers, right? And so this is a great opportunity for people to step up and really voice their thoughts around something that that really fucking matters.
People don't care about kids. My mama was a teacher for over 30 years, and my aunt is a teacher now. Most of the women in my family are educators. And when you go to these parent-teacher conferences, they may get 5 or 6 parents. And my mother and her sister both teach at predominantly Black schools. The town where I'm from is 98% Black. And so most of the children that are at that school are Black children. And these parents don't show up to these parent-teacher conferences. They're not involved in these kids' lives. They don't know their teachers' names or anything like that. And I'm not saying that that's all Black parents, but
it's a large percentage of them.
It's a large percentage of them. And these are the same parents that will scream, what about the kids? Protect the kids, but will allow Boosie to have 2 girls eat each other out on Instagram, and it's not a problem. But it would have been 2 queer men that were having sex on Boosie's live, it would have been a problem.
Our sisters say that the women who accused R. Kelly and said that he did all these heinous things to him, that they chased him down and his family, her parents sold them out to R. Kelly and things like that. Or they probably wanted that. Or why didn't they stay? Or why, those types
They were fast. That's the one I hate the most. I fucking hate when parents say, or not just parents, but people in general talk about the victim of R. Kelly and say, oh, they were fast. They knew what they got themselves into. Those are kids. It's a whole celebrity. And like, we live in celebrity culture. And so there's been a lot of white celebrities that have done a lot of child pornography, messing with children and stuff like that. So I don't want to negate the fact that it does happen in white culture, but we're talking about us. And we talk about our experiences, Black people.
They talk about Black shit and talk about Black people.
Yeah, and so Black celebrities do that a lot because we put them on this pedestal, because we do live in America, and America is a celebrity culture. And so we put our celebrities up on these high pedestals like they can't be touched, like they don't do anything wrong. And at the end of the day, they are human just like us. They put their pants on one leg at a time, and they do some weird, freaky stuff behind the scenes. And a lot of times it's involving children, and none of us, I won't say none of us, because of course we are, because, we don't shut up. But a lot of other folks allow it. And it's really disgusting. And I just, especially when it comes to the Boosie stuff, I'm really utterly disgusted at how we treat these rappers as if they are on some type of pedestal.
I think it's interesting that, when we talk about people like Bootsy, the baby, T.I., because T.I. has been accused of rape and sexual assault by multiple women as well. When we talk about
what he did to his daughter,
her hymen, when we're talking about Craig Fagan, whenever we're talking about cishet black men, they get so much grace and they get so many excuses, but let it be anybody else besides a cishet black man. Let it be a cishet black woman making a mistake or anything. It's not even anything involving sexual assault or rape, but let a cishet black woman or let a black woman or let a non-binary black person, let them be put under the microscope for any reason, and they will be vilified for way less, and they will be destroyed. They will even build them up to purposely destroy them. But it always seems like whenever it is a cishet black man, whenever these sexual assault allegations, these rape allegations, and it's multiple victims, it's always a conspiracy. It's always they trying to take them down. It's always they trying to destroy a black man. And never like what the black men, these cishet black men, and what patriarchy is really doing to destroy our community.
This is true.
Because y'all, we did Paul Chris and Michelle wrong.
They did.
They gave Kanye West all the motherfucking grace in the world. We did Paul Chris and Michelle so wrong. Mama had miscarriages, lost money, lost weight, lost hair, lost every motherfucking thing. But Kanye West got all the Kanye West dropped some shoes Saturday and they sold out.
Listen, like the way cis men, and you know what? A lot of people want to pick and choose and cherry pick, but whenever we still even subscribing to the respectability politics of being quote unquote pro-black and not want to sound anti-black, we don't get to the root of things. Kanye West is problematic. It is a problem until his behavior is checked. Regardless whether he be black or not, it's going to be a problem. For Kanye West to go out there and be able to bring on stage the baby and Marilyn Manson, all individuals who were known to be problematic as fuck, and still obtain success and thrive is a problem. It's a problem. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, them motherfuckers, they ate that up, and I get it. Like, oh, this is my chance to shine after everybody be doing X, Y, Z. However, he let y'all know that I'm untouchable. And y'all cool with it. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. And y'all, honestly, if it ain't honestly black and queer, some situations I don't even get into. I be in some groups, and y'all, I want to be real. Whenever I talk about sexual assault or the quote unquote the girls being fast, my biggest hurdles, and I'm not putting this on anybody because I all groups, all people who identify different groups. But baby, I always get shut down by my cis sisters because they're like, oh, well, see, she was being too fast. I'm like, when are we going to have this conversation about these grown men? Y'all got around these little babies, regardless of what they got on or how long their nails is. Like, I'm not understanding y'all. Like, and that's why I feel as though accountability culture is needed. Because if not, then people will continue to start saying that same, perpetuating those same generational trauma.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's because cishet black men lead with sex. Mm-hmm. Black queer men lead with sex, and men in general lead with sex. And there is this perpetual sexual rape culture that everyone leads with. And black cishet women are perpetuating the culture because they don't know any different. They don't understand that, they think that a man trying to approach them in a derogatory, sexually suggestive, aggressive way is love. They think that that's intimacy. They think that that's affection, and it's not. It's sexual assault, it's sexual harassment, and it's rape.
Or cheating.
Or cheating.
Being toxic.
or being toxic. And it's like, the thing is, and I'm always saying this, but within our Black queer community, especially in the South, a lot of Black queer persons perpetuate patriarchy in the absolute worst ways, almost more than cis het people. And they also perpetuate sexual rape culture. And I think that is what is happening. I think that it really is just us as a community and us as Black people perpetuating this sexual rape culture that we were indoctrinated into generations ago. And while we know that it's wrong, we're so fucked up that we can't even fathom getting outside of this literal and figurative box that we've been in, cage that we've been in, because we don't know how life can be saying no, having consent and practicing consent. We don't know things like that. And it's just, it's so fucked up. And that's how we get the R. Kellys. That's how we get the Craig Fagans. That's how we get the Boosies and the T.I.s sexualizing their children and the community, thinking that that's okay and thinking that it's funny too and making a joke about it.
And that's perverted as hell. It's also child trafficking. When you out here having your child, even though you booking and having prostitutes for your kids, that is child trafficking.
Sexual abuse of a child too.
So you just out here committing all crimes, and the culture and the community is like, shit, but he funny as hell.
And they don't realize, y'all.
That is crazy.
That's traumatizing kids. That's traumatizing children. I think one I've been trying to like decolonize the work that I do and decolonize like my life as well and what I've been taught as a child. And I think a lot of what Black women do about, you too fast or a child should stay in a child's place is women are trying to protect their children. And my mama did that with me as a child because I was developed early. So she made me wear a girdle. And it wasn't to like hide my robes. It was to stop my booty from jiggling because she said at church that she didn't want the older men to be looking at me. And she's conditioned, right? Because she's from the rural South. She's conditioned that girls with butts should wear girdles so that men at church wouldn't look at them.
It's not thinking a man out who looking at her fucking child.
And looking at her 14-year-old child. Right.
Converted as hell for looking at a child.
Right. But see, mentally, she's conditioned like, this is church. This is what we do at church. This is how a lady is supposed to dress. You're supposed to put on stockings and girdle and all this extra. You're supposed to wear this to your knees. Like, she's conditioned to think those things because she grew up in rural Arkansas. And so I think that while there is rape culture in our communities that exists, I also think it's a lot of times Black women, cishet Black women trying to protect their children by saying, okay, you can't wear that because that's fast. You can't do this because you're going to look too much older. And I'm not giving them an excuse, but I am saying that part of that, I know for sure, was my mother trying to be protective over her child. And so as I'm unlearning these things, I'm trying to teach my family as well. And I think once we start unlearning and unpacking and really dealing with our inner child and really healing the inner child and really doing a lot of trauma-based work in our communities, we'll never get to the end of this.
True.
We don't just, I agree, we the end of it. And y'all, it's so crazy because I was in a group and it's a lot of cis men in there and they were talking about sexual assault.
What groups you be in? I'm trying to figure out what groups you be in.
In the cishet groups that we don't belong in.
Black.
Listen, y'all brother be real in this, baby. I promise y'all be up in there. They be living.
Fade to black.
But even some of them, like even some of their cis men were talking about how they've been sexually assaulted by older women and little boys. Y'all, like it is so crazy how common this happened. And even being, and I'm not using this as an opportunity towards me because I deal with my shit, but even being able who was molested by an older woman myself, I didn't realize how often that happened.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? I have had multiple. I mean, because I still feel like somebody that's in their early 20s is a baby. And I've had multiple younger men, I mean, barely legal men, being like, you know, hey, what's up? And I'm like, you can't even buy me a drink. What the fuck can you do for me? But it's like our culture conditions them to be like, it's okay, you gonna break me in and you're gonna teach me. And I'm like, you're 17, 18, 19. I'm literally old enough to be your mother. Like, literally. Like, you don't even have your own place. You don't have a place to call your own. And I'm just like, but it's like, they don't understand. Like, when I say no, that's uncomfortable. That's not appropriate and it's not okay. They don't understand. Like, you're telling me no and it's inappropriate. Well, I can get somebody. I've dated older women older than you. That's disgusting. That's disgusting and it's not appropriate and it's not okay. Like, I'm sorry.
It's to break me in for me.
You gonna break me
in for me. No, I just think that, you know, this is very interesting. It's also very scary. You know, we live in Texas and knowing that, you know, Craig Fagan is mixing with potentially, allegedly messing with young girls who are of teenage years, you know, that speaks to why, you know, Texas is like the sex capital. I mean, Texas, what is it? The traffic capital. Yeah, the human traffic capital of the United States, right? The shit is just crazy. And I think that, you know, we have a lot of celebrity power here. We have a lot of resources that people are not put to use correctly. And I think that in an era where people, and we already said to people, even other people be like, what about the kids? What about the kids? The people still are giving fuck the kids in Bernie Mac voice. But if we're going to really say, what about the kids? We need to really move in a space, in a capacity where we are working to build sustainable futures for kids in totality, because we can't be talking about what about the kids, but then you tell your child to go get a job at Whataburger and whatever, but Whataburger ain't paying them enough to like go to college or buy their school clothes or get the shit that they need to do, right? Or you tell them to go to college, but we're not teaching them about being physically responsible. We're not working with the government or fighting at the government level and the state level to get affordable college tuitions and, you know, free college and university tuitions for local colleges and things like that. And so there's a lot of things that we can do in community building and in power building and things like that to really build better and brighter futures for youth and young adults and just Black people as a whole, that if we're going to really say that we you know, protect Black people and protect Black youth and please, what about the kids? That then let's use their energy to really build systems to support our youth and all youth, right? Yeah. That's what I got to say about Fed.
I think it's interesting you brought up human trafficking and sex trafficking, and Texas being the human trafficking capital, because Texas is also the first state to felonize. I don't even know, is felonize even a fucking word? But
yeah, it is today. It is on this
Texas is the first state to make solicitation of prostitution a felony. It actually goes into effect Wednesday. And they are saying that it is supposed to be combating human trafficking. So they put up all these signs on Bissonnette on the stroll, and they say that they're going to install cameras on Bissonnette.
But what?
Go ahead.
Because you know,
red light cameras wasn't a good idea when we had them, but bitch, the prostitution cameras are a great idea. Okay, go ahead, Doug.
That's one of them. I'm born and bred, used to Texas. I love H-Town, like Magna Standing and Sandy the Squirrel. So I ain't to none of these, okay? My thing is, why are the signs only on Bissonnette and not over there in Katy and over here in Bethlehem? Like, I just want to know what is the reason just to have it over there on Bissonnette? Because if in Texas, and you want everybody to know, why is it only over there in those areas?
Because that's what a black hole's at.
Exactly. And it's being fucking championed by a black councilman.
No.
The councilman of District J, he is black. Councilman Edward Pollard is black. Black nigga. He's a nigga. And it's funny because I'm like, first of all, y'all putting these rickety cameras on Bissonnette like they not gonna go to Woodfair. Or they not gonna just go up to another street. Or they not gonna go.
Just not gonna disconnect them motherfuckers.
And it's like, you are saying that you're going after the Johns and the people that are soliciting the sex workers, but it's like you're not going after these Ed Bucks or these rich motherfuckers that are soliciting prostitutes. You're going after these everyday Jack and Joes who are just trying to get a trick and trying to, to get their dick sucked or whatever. And all you're doing is, one, you're pushing the sex work off to the side streets, off to more dangerous corners. And secondly, you are now, because you are making it more difficult for the Johns to engage with the sex workers, you are putting the sex workers at risk. Like, you are putting the sex workers at risk. Like, and you're saying it's for human trafficking. Them sex workers, some of them are not human trafficking victims. Some of them are sex working the sex work. Like,
and it wasn't until black women on Bissonnette got hella money off of being on Bissonnette that they wanted to start putting cameras up there. Mm-hmm. It's sex work is real work. I'm gonna answer the question myself.
Okay.
Sex work is real work. And just like Adonis was saying, it is the oldest profession. And I believe that people should be able to do what they want to with their bodies. I think a lot of the times, especially as black women, however you identify along the black femme spectrum, we are always told what to do and what not to do with our bodies. I can't speak for black trans women, but I have been in a lot of spaces with them, and I have a lot of black trans friends that are females. And a lot of them say, like, folks tell them, you're not passing enough. Talk about their aesthetic, talk about how they look. And then with black cis women, it's you too fast. You shouldn't be wearing that. You shouldn't be wearing this. You know what I mean? So black women are always told what to do with their bodies. And this is another iteration of someone telling black women what to do with their goddamn bodies. And I'm fucking sick of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. And on top of that, here we go. You want to stop human trafficking. How about this? If it was legal and you had places where all this can go down, you ain't worry about nobody snatching somebody running out there, because y'all got a building that provides them safety and security to make sure the individuals who snatching them, taking them here, there, and everywhere, unable to do that.
And testing, because they do testing.
Well, the thing is it's also like the district, like Jordan said in the comments, the councilman for the district that Bissonnette, where the host role is, he's saying that he saw a video and he was appalled at how many girls were on the book. Baby, you can just drive down the block any time of the day. It
also goes to show how they make policies and procedures from an office without actually coming down to the streets and the places where the people are. And that has been a long tradition of how policies and procedures are produced without motherfuckers actually coming down to the research, without motherfuckers coming down to the hill and talking to the people. So this also, so go ahead. I just wanted to point that out.
Oh no, I was just saying, and they acting like the police don't know. The police be parked right there. They don't
probably be participating.
They definitely be participating, getting paid and getting kickbacks. Like, it's all a system. I don't know. And it's just like, it's all a system. And it really goes back to, something must have happened with the money that made this all happen. Because it ain't no way. Because Bissonnette is world renowned as a host role. And it's like, so now y'all want to police it. So it must be something. It must be fucking up some money somewhere that y'all like, okay, this is enough.
And it's not going to do anything but go underground and be more dangerous for sex workers.
I think the ones who do participate, allegedly, or maybe council members, they already got they're part of a certain clientele that don't get the girls off the traditional block. So my girl's coming from this, not that. So let me sit up there and play into the liberal / conservative, the respectability blacks, to make sure that I'm still making sure these women ain't got to worry about their husband because it's illegal. But let me tell you something, baby. That ain't going to stop that man. I'm telling you. That ain't going to stop him. That ain't going to stop him. That ain't going to stop him. Prostitution.
And let me tell y'all something, baby. Sex work is everything. Sex work is stripping. It's hoeing. It's prostitution. It's OnlyFans. It's just for fans. It's everything. Okay.
Bitches, Snapchat.
Hold on, I'm gonna give y'all one that y'all ain't even thought about. When y'all go out to eat, well, not me, because I don't go out to eat and fuck afterwards. But when y'all go out to eat, and y'all think y'all gotta repay y'all man.
Wait, hold on. Because I just want to clear up rumors just for sis gave me out there because it be kind of convoluted. So you don't like to have sex after you eat?
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Or all of us?
Because I'm on a full stomach. I ain't trying to do it.
How did we
Just ain't know. So I'm gonna put it out there. All right.
So sex work is when your man or your date take you on a date and you bust that coochie, booty, whatever you got open, your mouth, for your food. That is sex work. If you as a wife at home and your husband doing stuff around the house and you be like, oh, I'm gonna go suck him off real quick because he did that a good job doing this around the house, that's sex work.
If you putting in work because you don't want to hear your significant other mouth,
that's sex work.
And sex work is even you're going on a date and it's not sexual, and you're getting paid to go on a date.
It's social prostitution.
Social prostitution.
Yeah, you paying to be social. I'm so loud. These kids walking by. Oh Lord, please, God, I don't want them to hear me. But yeah, that's the bit of social prostitute. You want to pay me for my time? That's what I be talking about tricking. You talking about, okay, you may not pay for it that way, but if you spending your time, what's the one thing you can't get back no matter what? Is your time. You can always get that money back. You can't get that time back. So you didn't pay for it. You didn't got your gas, spend money on your gas, wear and tell you. So listen, you're tricking out some type of way. It's all different types of sex work, prostitution. It's just how you look at it.
Cishead women, you having sex with Mr. Johnson so he can pay your phone bill? That's sex work.
Right. That ain't the only way.
Basically, what you said is when old girl called Nate and said she was in a bind.
Oh, look, she said I'm in a bind, Nate.
That's sex work.
That was sex work.
That's sex work.
Got it.
Especially when you busting that coochie open to get them bills paid. That's sex work.
And then she ripped up the check, but we ain't going there. We ain't going there.
Baby, that's that Gen X stuff, baby. Because listen, me and my crew, baby, I don't know about telling them, baby. Once I deliver and we done bought it on these services, I'm gonna cash in on my effort. You can cash in on yours, or not, because I'm cashing on mine.
My God.
And you gonna pay me? Ain't never wrong with cash because it all goes to the same account. But you gonna pay me? Pay me in cash but you can't dispute after I gave it to you.
Adonis is a sex worker. His number is
my proxy. Or not? It is hard to pay.
My God.
What is?
My God. So no, but I think that one did, like Joel said, we saw how sex work has been under the attack for quite some while now, specifically outlets used by Black people, starting with like Black Page. Not Black Page because Black people use it too. I just want to point that out.
You say Back Page.
What the fuck, Evelyn?
Back
Page.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of new stuff. So I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, they got both of them. Try it out.
They know me.
They got both of them. Try it out. Okay, because Cardi B did tell.
What's a coochie?
About big girl coochie. And that's my favorite part of the song. What's
a
big girl coochie? The last time I got figured it to me. That's
Vanita with the what's the coochie?
No, what's the coochie?
A vagina.
Oh
A vagina.
Okay. She said, teach me about big girl coochie. The last time I got freaky.
Y'all, please don't talk like this. We got these grown.
Looking with a good coochie.
So normally Adonis, you'll be like, I don't know. You don't want to talk about this. Now that I'm talking about
Adonis blushing.
you know, the last time I got freaky, the FCC, now there's a problem.
Okay.
Happy belated birthday, Vanita.
Happy belated. That's Miss B.
I'm just saying. Yeah. But yeah. I like that part of the song. She'd be like, Lizzo, teach me about big girl coochie. That's my shit.
All right.
The last time I got freaky, the FCC sued me.
Oh Lord. I can't believe
People who've been listening to that song.
That's what a coochie is. Basically, it's a pussy.
No, please, no, please.
Or a snatch, or a vag, or vajacial.
So for everybody who's made it safe, through Hurricane Ida, like
pussy, right?
Ida, hey.
The eye of Ida would be considered the pussy.
This
I'm here for all the
pussy. Adonis blush, y'all. Look at him.
I'm here for all the
rule.
Oh my God.
Come on, we call it a cha-cha.
Adonis ready to fade to black on us.
Okay.
I call it a cougar off for all the
Y'all
people.
talk like this.
He's like, what? Okay, the last time I got freaky, the FCC sued me. Okay, so while we talking about lawsuits and stuff and the FCC, so Lil Nas X, you know, when he had the blood in his shoe, people were so, you know, upset. Now Tony Hawk is making a skateboard that has blood resemblance on the skateboard.
Is it blood resemblance?
It's giving caucasity.
It's giving very emo, like, you know, bob across your head, like they bringing back Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Thank you, Vanita.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't really care about it. I don't know about y'all, but I don't care.
Truthfully, I don't care about either one, honestly. Because I mean, how the fuck was Lil Nas X getting real blood in the shoe? Let's talk about that.
Well, I think it's I think that because nobody made a fuss about Tony Hawk's skateboard, and I mean we already know what that's about. Lil Nas X, they gonna make a fuss when you tweet, hey, they gonna make a fuss. But I definitely think that it's a thing, and you know it's not for us to think or care about.
Yeah, right. Truthfully, I didn't, because like people were so upset. He's putting human blood in the shoe. What a pentagram! Like, how the fuck was he gonna get human blood to put in the shoe? Like,
it was the homophobia. That's really what it was.
Yeah. How was this really happening? Which my thing was like,
because had it been Lil Boosie,
let's really think about. Okay, he's putting period blood.
Well, Lil Boosie ain't getting no type of merchandise or endorsement. Lil Boosie ain't had a single in 10 years. I am wondering, how is he even still relevant? It makes me sick. Like, you have not had a single in 10 years, sir. Like, when did you...
Texas and Louisiana folks, because baby, about Lil Boosie, they be ready to go to jail.
Like, when did Zoom come out? Fuck. I mean,
he could be one. He could be spending all his time to be doing something about that white shit in the corner of his mouth, and then two, okay, they look like cornbread do that he just have forever existing in the corner of his mouth, and then two, you are a person who's living with diabetes and has constantly said how you had an issue getting your medicine and how your medicine is unaffordable and how you even have to beg for some of your fans to bring you your medication. You can be using your time and energy that you put into Black people and to queer people, into your energy, into talking to your state politicians about getting insulin at affordable rates, about getting insulin into more places like Walmart or smaller pharmacies and things like that, and getting it for elderly people. And getting home delivered and shit like that, since I'm pretty sure you live in well, not for sure. We know you live in Louisiana, and I highly doubt that y'all probably deliver y'all medicine out there because he had a wind probably blow and it probably flood away, and so you can be fucking.
And he take the game, so you know. I don't know. I'm still shocked that he is younger than Beyonce. I thought he was about the same age as I can't even say Kimber.
He looks 50. He looks 50.
Age is favorite.
He's like our age. He like a little bit older than us.
Right, like he's old. He's
like 2-3 years older than us.
I thought he was the same age as.
Wait, Marnina, how old are you? Because you know I'm older than you.
31.
Okay, so I'm 2-3 years. I'm 2, 3, 4, 5 years older than you.
So Boosie on 82, I think.
Bitch, he the same age as Flavor Flav and Jesus Christ.
He's 38. Lil Boosie is 38.
Times what power?
Times infinity.
Well, Kim Burrell, never mind.
Let God be true quickly.
Please, let's not talk about her.
Let God be true quickly.
Because that is the devil.
It'd be the arrow for me.
With 2 little shoes. The devil with 2 little shoes.
It'd be the arrow for me, bitch.
Speaking of wait a minute, I don't want to get off topic. We just running it. But I finally finished both. Wait a minute. What's next on the agenda? I'm sorry. My Adderall's weighing off right now.
Well, Tony Hawk, nobody really cared about the blood merch because we didn't really give a fuck, and our mindset was how Lil Nas X is going to get the blood for his shoes. And
we already know that it's homophobia, and we already know what it is. Nah,
racism.
But you know what? On a slightly related topic, what I want from Lil Nas X, because I know he's great at trolling, and I know he's great at causing controversy. I'm ready for the artistry. Like, or am I just too old? Because I'm like, yeah, the trolling is cute, but where's the artistry? Like,
you didn't see his videos? Like,
they're okay at best. They're okay.
They are okay at best. I do not be moved by
them. They are the best out of any. Like, if you look at people in his genre compared to the folks in his genre, he's light years ahead.
Somebody in his genre who we're comparing.
But I think
Lil Wayne did who else? Whatever other black rapper, because he is a black rapper.
I'm not saying that he's not, but him and Lil Wayne aren't making music simultaneously, and I wouldn't put it.
Okay, let me think about who the baby. We can talk about the baby, and we can talk about his. We can talk about his music video.
I would also say that, bitch, I don't really get into the baby either.
And see,
we can talk about his music videos versus, Lil Nas X.
I think that the budgets are big, but I think that the artistry, like for instance, him performing, his thing is, okay, he kissed somebody on stage, and okay, he on the stripper pole, but you stiff dancing. Okay, come on, Lil Nas. Like, I need you to come on, because you're relying too much on controversy. I need you to, because the
Pussycat Compound, bitch, special, girl. If you gonna do it, bitch, do it.
Well, the girls should have learned that Pussycat Compound was last year and it's Sister Cat this year. We are ready for it. Give us the Pussycat Compound. He's not doing it.
Yeah, I just think you know what? I'm getting up there. He not for me. That's my son.
But he for the kids. The kids don't care about artistry. They don't care.
No, not the generation up in there.
Well, call me a kid because I like it.
I think he's okay. He's cool, but I liked his song with Cardi. I actually liked the rodeo song from his first little EP, and I liked his first EP. But I just feel like I get the controversy and I get what he's doing as an artist. I get it and I love it and I support it. However, if we're really gonna talk about him as an artist, he okay. He's he ain't nothing
to write home about, but he better than the rest of these dudes.
If you're gonna do it, do it.
It's more shock value with him. I put him and Lizzo the same. Like, they gonna give you a moment. They gonna
don't do nothing like that.
Music that now No.
Now let's not do that. Let's not do Lil Lizzo like that.
Because the coconut oil,
but both of them are good for shock value, and I think their shock value precedes their talent.
So I actually Adonis, I might have to call you on that because Lizzo is actually a great performer to me. I think that's the difference between her and Lil Nas X. I think that Lizzo is a great performer.
She can play the flute while twerking.
I think that what happens with Lizzo is because she's a body positive, she's a body positive, bigger Black woman who is sex positive. She's all of those things. That is what people put in front of her talent. But I think she's talented. I think that her persona, people use her persona against her, and I feel like it ends up going in front of her talent.
There's the topic of Lizzo. Can we talk about Kaya and her stepstone titties and why she was going off on Lizzo, talking about that that nobody like her, that basically she this fat ass girl that's throwing herself at these men, and that because she still be doing her court show, and that how she was sentencing Lizzo basically to eat until she died.
I will say this, as a fellow Black fat girl, I love me some Lizzo. That's my road dog. I do want her to put her ass away just for a moment, because I done seen her ass more in the last 2 years than I done seen my own ass. I love me some Lizzo, but I'm tired of seeing sis ass.
Lizzo deserves the type of career that Megan has.
She does. She does.
Absolutely does.
She does. But my thing is, before so I don't forget, I want Lizzo to be like Megan a little bit. Like, we see Megan's ass, but we don't see all of Megan's ass. Like, I have never seen all of Megan's ass.
You want a little side cheek.
Yeah, you get a little side cheek, a little booty at the bottom, but Lizzo got to show you her whole, like, sis, I don't need to see your whole ass. And so I wish Lizzo would kind of tone it down.
She's not showing you the whole.
Huh? I can tell you how many dimples she got on her ass. That's how much I see her ass.
I said, but at least she's not showing you her whole.
Well, I think it also comes.
She would.
Lizzo needs a team. Lizzo needs a team to reel her in. That's what it is. Like, I like Lizzo, her message. I like her as a person. I think she is. But I think that her personality and her being so body positive, she's so body positive that it backfires on her, unfortunately. It's very unfortunate.
What about big girl coochie? The last time I got Vicky, the FCC suit.
I just want to see her more. More like how y'all feel about that. I want more artistry. I will say this because I don't want us to get no ramifications.
Well, Crystal got a good question for us.
When the situation when Lizzo had came up and she was crying, I was defending her in this R&B group. I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but this older R&B diva would call me out like my name. I ain't gonna say her name. Y'all go on my page. You'll put two and two together. She called me out my name for defending Lizzo, and all the people around my parents' age. I ain't got
time to go. Just text us in the chat, because I ain't got time to go.
I know. I saw.
But to what Crystal's saying, like, I do hold Megan to that same thing. Like, yeah. I want Lizzo to twerk. I want you to get your life. I want you to have as much fun, be as naked as you want to be, but kind of reel it in a little bit, because now folks are looking at you as gimmicky. And I don't want people to always look at you as the butt of the joke.
I think most people would say no. Most people would say they don't hold Megan to the same standard as Lizzo. However, I feel the exact same way about Megan. It's starting to get gimmicky, the twerking. Like, it's cute, it's cool, but stop it. Like, you don't have to do it all the time. Like, as an artist, you have to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Seems on them later millennials and them Gen Z, like a lot of them, they just very much look like it's the next gimmick, and they're very much of that social media era. Like, I got to do what's hot, what's trending. Now, somebody from that Gen Z, one of the early Gen Z baby, so gonna be a problem, and keep giving it to me more and more every time I see them. Is that Chloe, baby? Chloe performs her ass off. Chloe and Hayden. Two of them. Like she's giving us everything, unfortunately, that we thought Normani was gonna be by now. But that girl, Chloe, always brings it, and it's all she gets an 8 every time. So
you know what? I gotta wait until Normani. I mean, I gotta wait till Chloe music come out because I think that the difference between Chloe and Normani is I don't know. It's something. I don't know.
Oh, so y'all know somebody bring it up.
Well, and Beyonce is behind Chloe. Beyonce is gonna push Chloe.
If Beyonce ain't gonna play, you ain't gonna be lackluster. Because even here go my thing. Y'all know I don't fool Cardi B like that. But right is right, wrong is wrong. When Cardi B was promoting the single, with Normani, Harder than Normani was doing on social media, I'm like, come on, sis. Come on, like this girl getting into it with fans. Cardi's getting into it with the fans because she was promoting the single hard more than Normani. I just want Normani because we know you great. Like that girl, motivation was everything. Her stage presence.
Motivation was.
What's going on? But I need her to get back on that and bring.
But it's her team. I think you know what the crazy thing is I think part of the problem is they don't have A&Rs anymore in the music industry. And Normani's team dropped the ball. Because Cardi's team, you can like Cardi or hate her. Cardi don't write her own music, you know. But Cardi's team is on it. Mm-hmm. Chloe's team is on it. And Normani's team, they just consistently drop the ball. Like, she's not performing on the MTV Awards. Huge ball drop. By the time the MTV Awards come and go, her Wild Side is going to be done. Like, now we getting Aaliyah music. We don't need Wild Side now. We got Aaliyah. So I just think that Normani's team keeps dropping the ball.
Yeah, they do. And it's been other reports on that. And I hate to say it, but we're gonna play right. They saying like allegedly like them Nigerians, they wearing her out. So listen, girl.
Normani Nigerian?
No, her team, a lot of her team is.
They wearing her out?
They say they sabotaged them behind the scenes. Some of the things that she was supposed to do, she didn't end up doing.
I can see it.
Y'all
just go the same treatment of like Tiana Taylor.
Or the same treatment of Jennifer Hudson. Like she's one of the greatest voices like in our generation. And she never gets the type of attention or prep that other artists get. So even Jasmine Sullivan. She's a beautiful voice. And I think a lot of times in our hip hop culture or like R&B culture, dark-skinned black women, dark-skinned fat black women don't get the same promotion that other folks do.
Well, I know. I definitely agree. I know this. Speaking of like, because we talking about R&B, so we know what you said. I just want these people of yesteryear to keep saying they in the studio releasing music like let's see, like Dionne Warwick and Melba Moore. Like if y'all post so much, y'all always in the studio, but nothing has dropped.
Well, but we don't see the residuals.
But we don't see it. But y'all always in the studio talking about something dropping, and I'm working with this person. I'm working with that person. But so anybody who's a fan of those individuals, I can't find nothing of recent, like the last 10, 20, maybe 30 years that any of them have put out. But I know they're legends, and I see that they're putting out work. They're always in the studio, so please support them.
I like Megan Boy and Fighting Temptations.
The only legends I want to see put out music are Tony and Mariah, and I need a new album for Mary now that her heart is broken.
Those
are broken by who?
That means $100,000 a month too.
We waiting for the album after, because she got divorced from Kendu. We need this album. We need the divorce album from Mary. She need to go ahead and give it to her.
We just want all the older season dudes from the 90s and again from the 80s and the 70s. Y'all always in the studio, just drop it. Don't just take a picture with Patty and say you in the studio, but you don't drop them with Patty.
Don't release no new music. Just tour with the old music. Do not release no new music.
They just gotta smoke cigarettes.
They gotta have some old music anyway. Speaking of,
they have to go up there. They went up there to just smoke a cigarette and hang out. Just shoot
a big glider. Yes.
One of them was at Nason one time, and I didn't even know that was her. And I thought, baby, it was cold outside. We was in New York. I ain't said nobody's name. He's in New York. And I'm going in there. You know, that's my early twin stages, baby. It's back in the day. Y'all put two and two together. So we going in there, and it was about like a lot of seasoned gay black men. So, you know, they are yesteryear. You know, they're around Luther, Vandross homegirls, and Sylvester age and all that. So, you know, it was this old R&B diva. They said she was coming. You know, I heard my mama mention they wanted to, but it wasn't like it was no Patty or nothing like that, or no Gladys, you know. So in the lobby, she just sitting there, she kind of cold and shivery. And I was like, I'm so glad that we here in Nason, because some of the people who are displaced are able to come in, you know, and say they're conference participants, you know, to get like some food and be warm. Baby, next thing I know, they said, coming to the stage. I ain't gonna say her name. I don't want no problem. It was that lady. She walked out there. So, you know, I'm just saying, just some people, I understand how they get
it. Wasn't Ayala Van Zandt?
Was it Miss Virginia Slim?
Not Miss Virginia Slim.
It was that other lady who, you know.
Oh, okay.
Who only wear her mask. She said she only wear her mask when she on stage. So I'm just glad she wear her mask, even in intimate areas. She take it out. She's very much conscious of social distancing. She calling me out my name. So anyway, that's enough on it. Y'all support the older legends and not like Gladys and Patty, the ones who got like a long career that everybody know of, like the other ones who, you know. Some people ain't not heard.
Like who? Tell us. We don't want to go support the wrong people.
Please.
Before we end, who we need to support? Who albums I need to stream?
Oh, like definitely. Well, when she finally releases it, because she always in the studio. Remember, Moore has an album or have something coming up. You know, Dior, we got something coming up.
Okay. Newport.
Okay, I may or may not have a Grammy Award-winning album coming up.
Okay. Well, I might have to light a cigarette for this. Okay.
One of them was sending out a link for everybody to vote for, so she can win an award. So I don't know what this about. You know, but just support our girls of yesteryear, because you know they deserve. Well, they may be fat phobic or whatever.
No, the stars. Where are they now?
Some of us tied up with a scandal, stealing money for their foundation. It was
giving unsung.
I'm just saying, you know, so just support.
It's unsung.
It's getting a little juicy towards the end of this episode.
It's giving unsung.
Crystal Cummings, Crystal, I ain't get in trouble with you.
It's giving unsung. Well, before we get canceled and we get a cease and desist,
okay, we really fade the black.
What my cigarette said. It's been nice talking to everybody.
I have no financial troubles to sue, so you know.
It's been nice. So they're gonna suicide our center before we get it. It's been nice talking to everybody. You know, we're here for the new season, people. Thank y'all for tuning in. I am Bernice McFarland, also known as V Fierce.
I'm Joelle, aka your man's first choice, or your husband, or your granddaddy, or your wife, or your girlfriend, or your them and that.
Don't be coming for my Erica, because then I'm gonna have a problem.
Joelle likes everybody, so hey.
I'm gonna have to keep Erica away from you, because she done already peep your clothes, and she the one that said you be having no order clothes and no clothes. She the one that peeped that. So I said, so now I have to be like, oh, so you was over there peeping out Joelle. That's what you was
hey,
girl. Okay. Last time I got freaky, the FCC sued me.
And I'm Marnita the Queen on all social media platforms.
And TikTok. Make sure y'all following her on TikTok.
Follow.
Okay, they don't stop. TikTok. They don't.
Oh, and it the Mahogany Project has a TikTok as well. So make sure y'all follow me.
It's gonna be some clips from this episode on there. Oh, it's gonna be.
I'm your I'll say your man. I'm down this darling, the same dude, the main dude, the lame dude, the beneficiary, and the lover of good oldies and R&B for the greats. For the greats.
You always added something at the end.
Okay.
I need to learn.
So, child, listen. Hey, y'all, never mind. We still
okay. So before we end, since we didn't have no icebreaker, if it was an old school R&B diva video game, who was y'all picking?
Oh, who we pick? What's the game? Do the person we playing running?
Aretha Franklin, because she just always had some smart shit to say and was ready to fight everybody. I don't even know what the game to play. She just
the game, but it's a singing game.
Oh, I got Whitney Houston. Oh, Whitney.
Oh, before the cocaine.
Y'all know what? I have never knew.
Early stages.
I never knew Whitney. So, like, I'm young enough that I've never known Whitney sober, and I've never known Michael Jackson that was not white.
Really? Marnita, but you're not that young.
I haven't though. Whitney, think about it. Bobby Christina was like a little bit younger than me, so she's been on drugs before Bobby Christina.
Clap your hands, everybody.
We just talking about vocals, like you, because to play the game they have to sing well, right? I think the vocal goddess is Rachelle Farrell. I got to give it to her.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, if it was badly, I can give you other people, but since you said good, I got you. So, what about you, boss lady?
I don't know.
That's my mama, y'all.
So, okay, Marnita, who is your advocate mom?
Mama Tana.
Okay.
Tana Pradia.
Okay. I don't know who I would pick for the singing game.
Y'all in the comments post what
Can I pick Luther?
You can.
Or Johnny Gill?
Oh, you can.
I like Butch Queens.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That's it. So
not Johnny Gill or Butch Queen.
Listen, but
I've been listening to Rub Me the Right Way, and that's been hitting it a little. I'm like, okay, Johnny, okay.
Y'all know we just got.
Now he was a Butch Queen.
But y'all know Luther Vandross and Vogue got into it backstage because they was laughing at his over the knee boots.
That's what Patti LaBelle said.
Yeah, Patti, did she say he was gay?
Yeah.
Patti LaBelle did not say what I just said, but she did say that Luther Vandross was gay.
But wait, he had over the knee boots?
Yeah, he had got into it. They was opening up for him. And then, this is in the early 90s. So, In Vogue was really, really young. And so he had got some over the knee boots that were for women. And so he had got
let's call it because he's about over the knee boots. So he had got some thigh highs.
Yeah.
Not some thigh high boots.
Yeah.
Bitch, over the knee boots, what are they called? What if you wear them, what are they? Over their thigh highs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he specifically said he got a woman's boot, which would make it a what? A thigh high. And so
over the knee boots. And it's about what's the question? Oh, right. Crystal, well, the question is, what R&B, you know what? Now, since we said who we want to sing, then let's close out. Which R&B diva that if you had to pick, if you had this the 80s, right?
Here we go.
Which one would you not choose to be a part of a duet or a group?
Not choose Diana Ross.
Okay, well, see, listen, I'm with you when you're right too.
What's the light-skinned lady name? Vanessa something?
Williams?
Vanessa Williams.
Really?
Really?
I like Vanessa Williams.
She can't sing to me, y'all. She cannot.
Harry from Soul Food.
Chaka Khan.
Oh.
You said would not pick to be a part of a group. I would not pick Chaka Khan to be a part of a group.
Okay.
I wouldn't want Vanessa Williams. She seemed like real cocky.
Really?
She was Miss America. Well, Miss USA, Miss America.
Yeah.
I'm taking too, but we'll talk about that.
I would definitely not choose, even though like we know I may not favor one of the other. I would definitely not have Dionne Warwick supporting nothing.
You know he's gonna say
Was she even out in the 80s? Did she even have music in that decade?
Yeah, that's what friends were for.
Two good times.
Other than that song, what else is she famous for other than that song? Because that's all I know.
But it's the gag, y'all. When you research, at least the difference of those two that I don't favor too much, she got the career. Back in the day, Mama had the Grammys, all of it. Like Mama got Say a Little Prayer for You, Walk On By, Don't Make Me Over, all it. She got that.
Say a little prayer for you. Yeah.
Sound like Trey.
Okay.
She was at this, I forgot what college she was at recently, and she was talking, and they could hear on the mic, and they said, well, can you talk up this woman? She said, nah, tell them to move up. If they can't hear, tell them just to listen hard. I'm like, okay, man.
I like the Aretha though. I would want her to be in my group because she got her money up front and in cash. Damn. And that's the type of bitch I am. Give me my money up front and cash.
That's why another reason why I don't want to see reality shows with my favorite diva stuff, because I don't want to get to the point where it's so hard for me to separate the artist from the artistry. Like I love Anita Baker, baby, like no other. But baby, I know that I heard so many stories about that lady. I don't want to know what that lady like behind the scenes because I know it's some tea. I know it's some tea.
Hey, Anita is a legend. She ain't apologized since '94. Ain't apologized to a nigga since '94. Come on,
Anita. People ever apologize though?
How real Anita Baker was, baby. She's about to go to jail, baby, because she didn't want to pay spousal support. She said, "I'm not working nowhere to pay this man no money."
Anita was the other woman. She said, "Me or her, nigga, me or her."
Somebody left their main chick to be with their side chick just to later on get divorced, but you know. And y'all know, oh, well, never mind, we still recording, but
we might need a music show, baby. We might need a music show.
We do, cause y'all.
It's been nice having y'all all with us today. Make sure y'all tune in. We'll keep y'all tuned for the next episode of season 2.
As well as we got Pound Town as well.
Yes, we got Pound Town.
Yes. Yeah, we'll keep
we gonna do a crossover episode.
Oh my God. A fisting episode. My God.
A fisting episode.
I'm going.
I
know the fisting. When I see it,
I'm all for sex positivity, but that's a bit much.
Yeah, somebody butt punching you.
Not in the indoor heated super soaker jacuzzi water park. Oh no.
Oh, speaking of sex, y'all, I want to let everybody know that Zero Project is hiring. So Zero Project is the organization that puts on what is it called? HIV criminalization conference. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I know y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
What they hiring for? I know people put in the comments.
They hiring for a sexual justice coordinator, and so they are hiring for a virtual sexual justice coordinator. And if I wasn't happily employed, I would definitely apply. But if y'all know anybody, definitely let them know that Zero Project, SERO Project, is hiring for a reproductive justice / sexual justice coordinator.
Okay,
cool.
I'm looking for these deep ass job positions, girl.
But it's you only got to have a bachelor's or 5 or 6 years in the field. So
I could talk about pussy and periods and coochies and how the FCC had to sue me.
Oh Lord!
I could talk about booty facials.
Oh, that sounds like Pound Town.
Pound Town
easily.
Well, I don't know if I could do Pound Town because Pound Town got me in trouble last time.
Oh, can I do Pound Town? Y'all know I like to talk about sex.
Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thank you, and good night. Words of Russell Simmons.
Good night, y'all.